Hello. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. We are a go. How's everybody doing? Welcome. How's your weekend, Fab? Mine was pretty good. Yeah, nothing really exciting to talk about there, but yeah. We are a week away from Worlds. Wait, week and a half? Somewhere in there. So that's exciting. I'm pretty pumped. Gonna have some fun there. Never been to Philadelphia, so we'll check that out. Probably won't. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but that'll be cool. But tonight we are opening some Super Slam, like we have been for the last couple weeks now. Also, if you're a subscriber to the channel, you might have noticed an absence of the Market Minute this weekend. Yeah, this weekend got crazy on me, so we're gonna do it live after the box breaks. Never done that before, so that'll be kind of fun. See how that goes. But I got a couple cards I think are kind of interesting, so if you're interested in a live Market Minute, maybe live discussion, hang out after the box breaks. But as always, we're gonna get right into it. And we are going to do some draft breaks. I don't know. We're going to open some packs. Let's put it that way. See if we can't find something spicy. Yeah, this mat came from the world premiere. So yeah, pretty cool. Obviously it's the box art, but yeah, I was surprised. When I found I like looked at it and I was like, wait, I've never used this on stream before. So that is perfect time to do that, eh? I need to open my draft slot cheat sheet. Where's that at? All right, let's make sure that's open so I know where things go, but I think I kind of got it down. Who's playing some Silver Age this past weekend, fam? Sound off. Silver Age is making some things go crazy, man. We got a Reviled Cruel Ambition in foil. Then we got a Revered break. Both sides of the coin in the first pack. Oh, Chris, I don't know about the Lions, dude. They made me sad this week. They made me sad. Steel Victory. That's pretty cool. Card's pretty sweet. And then 2 rares. Yeah, man, Sage is pretty cool. I played some with Static a little bit. Got an Earth expansion slot card. I've been trying to build a Gravy deck, but I feel like Gravy's probably just too slow. Brute action. We'll put that Brute action over there. But he does get golden tipples. And oh yeah, sorry. I skipped right past the review. Let's do that real quick. After this pack, we'll do it. We can let you guys know in chat. Revered Guardian and a Reviled Guardian and a Reviled Rainbow Foil. Okay, so let's read through this real quick. We got Mad Dog on Revered, Reviled Guardian, and Expansion Slot Warrior. We got Leroy Jenkins on Reviled, Expansion Slot Earth, and Ninja Assassin Expansion Slot. Chemical, we got you on the Marvel Miori and the expansion slot. Madi is on the Fabled and the generic slot. Chinpo is on Revered Guardian, and the expansion slot armor. C-Max is on Revered Brute, Reviled Brute, expansion slot Ranger, and Smith Lord is on Brute. Which decks do you think could do well in Silver Age? Kevin, I think, and don't take my word for it, but I think there is some like heavy aggro, and then there's probably some real defensive decks. Guardians have a lot of tools. Whoa, look at that Guardian. The suspense is killing me. Cold foil. Yeah, aggro's, I think aggro, there's a lot of aggro tools in the format, but I think there's also a lot of block too. Like a lot of defense as well, especially in the Guardian class. You know, Ultim's still a thing. Dromai, yes, Dromai is, I can see Dromai being a thing with the Phantasm and stuff. Let's see, what am I doing? Revered Brute, we'll put that there. And the Guardian Instant Rainbow Flow, we'll put that under the nice little pole there. You can play him aggro. Yeah, I definitely, the gravy deck I was leading more aggro. I'm also, so I'm trying gravy, and then also I have a Florian deck that I'm playing around with. There's like a lot of cards that can go in Florian, actually. It's kind of nuts. Reviled. But Florian seems really good. Pummel seems very strong in the format. Oh my god, Pummel. I'm surprised. Personally, I'm a little surprised Pummel isn't banned. Pummel feels quite strong, especially in the Guardian class, where there's just so many things that when they hit you, they double discard. And that's tough, man. That makes things quite tough when you have to discard 2 cards, because then if you block, you get fatigued, and without like real armor value, it is like super hard to block out even things that are not dominated. Like the dominate, in my opinion, doesn't really make a ton of sense. Reviled Brute, Big Bully, Brute Action, another High Pitch Howl. Can someone open me up the Ladies Marvel? Topple, we opened one last week, I believe, right? But playing some reps of Silver Age, I'm pretty excited for it. I think it's going to be pretty cool. There's like a lot of cards that I just never looked at before, and it was like, can this card work? Like in my Florian deck, I was looking at Drowning Dire. The card's been fringe playable, you know, but the Dominate, we pulled the Adult last week. Adult Pallades. Reviled. So a few weeks ago? Oh yeah, maybe that was a while ago. I don't know. They all blend together to me. What do we got? Yeah, we got a Majestic. Ooh, that's a nice Majestic too. It was in the box break for Chris, actually, so it wasn't in the draft. Brute, Reckless Stampede. Card's ridiculous. Oh. Split tokens, super rare, and a Majestic. Revered Guardian. That is something new. We'll put Revered Guardian there. Ah, there it is. I thought so. I thought I remember pulling a Ladies Marvel. Brute Action. But yeah, Florian seems like fun. But I need to find the Maori Marvel. Yes, we pulled like 3 weeks ago. Yes, that is a true statement. We got a Parched Terrain. Let's go there. Where's Parched Terrain go? That goes in the Warrior slot. I guess I was thinking that was a Fang card, but it's just Draconic. Ooh, look at that. We got a Rainbow foil overcrowded. Revered. Recorded 7 times. Oh, I've heard about that. I've heard about that loop that she has. Seems crazy. Super rare. Who blinks first? Guardian instant. We'll still put that under there because the suspense is killing me. Micro text box cold foil is our best pull so far. Yes. Who's the tough guy? That goes there. Villainous pose. Oh no. Turn heads. Guardian instant. Super rare. Tuck that one under there. Foil overcrowded is welcome. Yeah, that's a nice little hit. That is for sure. I like to have a little bit of bling, and since it's generic, I've been looking to. I do have my playset now, but man, the ProQuest pricing, the cold foil overcrowdeds, people are hanging on to those guys. Those are kind of hard to find. Normally, those promos are thrown up on the Discord and Facebooks like quite quickly, but not overcrowded as much. I think people really like that card and are holding on to it. Song of Sinew. I think I'm officially wrong about this card. No one plays it. I thought it was going to be pretty good, but I don't think KO's playing it. Although KO is doing pretty good on the win total this past week. 15 block and equipment. Dude, that's crazy. Guardian instant, and we got a Crowd Goes Wild. Majestic. Rainbow foil. Yeah, 15 block is quite good. That is a fridge for sure. Expansion slot card. We'll put that there. High pitch howl. Another one. KO's a small tournament merchant. Yeah, dude, KO's doing good. I mean, obviously the meta is the big three at the moment. But I think if there's a path cleared there in December, KO could put in some real damage in the RTN season, that's for sure. Alright, we got 2 packs left here. Oh, more split tokens. What do we got in the back? Super rare. And a revered foil last pack. But super rare revered and a comeback kid revered. Okay, last pack there. Let's clean it up. Appreciate everybody that signed up for the draft break. These are always fun. Let's see. Okay. Veered Brute, Reviled Brute, and Ranger, which nothing. Revered Guardian, Armor. Okay. This box was stinky or stingy. Yeah, it was just that one EA cold foil. Got a rainbow foil overcrowded though, I suppose, but nothing too exciting, that is for sure. Earth. Warrior. Okay. Yeah, that's true. See, Max, they can't all be bangers. I wish they were all bangers, but then y'all wouldn't buy slots from you guys wouldn't be gambling on slots from me, right? If they're all winners, you just buy a box and hit all the things yourself. So wouldn't be nearly as fun if they're all winners, you know what I'm saying? The EA was definitely a decent hit. I don't think those I'd have to look at like some pull rate data on those. I don't think they're super common. Oh my god, Seasoned Savior, dude. Now you're going deep in the tank. Going super deep. Alright, Thunder, we got a box for you. Then we're gonna do the buy list live edition. If you guys want to hang out after this box, I'd appreciate it. If you guys are the buy list, rip the buy list. I missed the buy list. The Market Minute live edition is what I meant to say. I will fatigue you. Oh man, Static showing up just in time. Static is the guy to talk to. He is Mr. Guardian. What am I doing here? Okay, so super rares, Majestics, rainbow foils. Cries threatening infinity healing. Oh no. Infinity healing doesn't sound good for your opponent at all. Rainbow foil. Heck yeah, let's do it. Catch of the day. Expansion slot. Ooh, outside interference. Nice hit. That last time I looked was like 15 bucks or so. So that's a nice little spice. Nothing crazy, but you get a couple of those and your box is looking a-okay. Super rare. Hungry for more. Rainbow foil. Three for 7 for free. Dude, that'd be... Ooh, look at that. That's a nice hit. Congrats, Chris. Well, Cries of Encore, cold foil. Not EA, because it has a paragraph of text, but it is still a cold foil. Man, this pack was cracked. We got a rainbow foil super rare and a bully tactics as well. That's shiny. Nice. It is shiny. We like shiny cards around here, that's for sure. Ooh, nice little plow under. You're thinking about playing one of them Earth Heroes, you know? Get your plows. Your very affordable plows. I think I saw them at like, they're like $2 or $3 now a piece. Oh man, I thought for a second you were asking me about Story Beats. I'm like, I know I've seen that card, but I have no idea what that does. Oh man, every time I flip over one of these packs, I'm like, ooh, Cheater's Charm, low blow rainbow foil. Tough Nut, Tough Smash Up, Super rare. Kick the Hornet's Nest. Rough up rainbow foil. Just some rares. I think Palladius seems like she's pretty close. Like maybe a card away or so. Maybe just a meta shift. But also if you guys watched this weekend, I saw a Aliyah do some dirty things on stream, and also RKO seems to be putting in some work at times too, so I'm excited to see where they go. We just want Verdance out. Yeah, that's true. Hey, yo. New Horizon rainbow foil. Whoop, whoop. It's a nice little box we got going on here. Legendary cold foil majestic. Aw, shoot. Yeah, that Aliyah did smash that Acilio, man. I saw that game. I was like, woo, man. He's cooking. I'd like to see that list. Man, I will say this, and I've been saying it since I played them at the world premiere. These heroes seem like fun to play. Like you might not be winning at the moment, but man, they seem fun. They just kind of do some crazy stuff. A steel victory. All right. Okay, just a basic up front. Almost call it a token. A rapturous applause, 2 rares. All right, I think we're pretty happy with this box. New Worlds Point Elo update just dropped. Oh snap! We might have to do a little market minute sidebar on that one when we're done with this box. Is it an article, Jimmy Ban, or is it a video? Doesn't look like it's a video. On the mothership. All right, might have to take a look at that. Well, that's cool because they were getting rid of Elo, right? They always drop stuff during my stream. Like literally. There's like multiple times Hamel comes in here and he's like, yo, the new skirmish promos and stuff are out, and I'm like, man, I want to go see it. All right, we got an overcrowded as well, and still fear. Popped off, yeah. Dramatic pause. Good natured brutality. Couple packs to go. Plates. Smash with a big rock. Solid box indeed. Outside interference is like a nice aim if you want to hit that inside the box aim. And then just a lot of like solid playable value from the M's overall, right? You got your overcrowded, you got a plow in there. All right, that's gonna do it, man. Congrats on the box. Not too shabby. Can't be mad about it, that's for sure. All right, dude, I'll get this moving to you. Thank you so much for picking up the box. and breaking it on stream tonight. I appreciate you. All right, guys, let's do a little market minute live edition, eh? Okay, so how are we gonna do this? I am going to have to pop out this chat. Now let's pop out the chat. I need one more. Yeah, it's very useful, Blue. Very useful. All right, we're doing this. F it, we'll do it live. Yes. All right, boom. Look at that. How about that whiteness? Sorry, guys. TCG Player does not have a dark mode. But here we are. Here we are. All right, so I got 6 cards, just like we do every week. Well, most weeks. Can't say every week, but first one up here is Arcanite Fortress, right? Oh, my eyes. Currently sitting at $45.99 for the rainbow foil. This one's interesting to me because, you know, overall, this is like no secret, right? Like, as soon as this little text box came up where it said, does it have Arcanite in their name? Everyone's like, yo, I'm holding on to these. I ain't moving off of them. It's generic, right? It's, you know, it's just like not a secret, right? But if we take a look at this, especially on the rainbow foil here, do you have an insider? No, I got no information. I don't know what's going on. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this a little bit, sitting at $45.99 right now, 25 rainbow foils currently on the market. We take a look at the 3 months here, you know, like last week, a ton sold. 25 jumps it up from that $30 range all the way up. I'd be hoarding them. Yeah, Doppel. I mean, like, everybody's got them. That's the thing. So it's going to be kind of a, as soon as they announce that third piece, you're going to see a lot come to market, right? This 25 mark is kind of maybe a little bit of Fugazi here, right? You look at, we put this out 6 months, you know, in June, they were $21. We put this out to a year, you know, $15. Again, this was like almost on release, right? We're just a year past, like a year and a month past Rosetta coming out. But you can see as that quantity starts to go down, this starts to go up, right? It just really, like, if the third Arcanite piece comes out and it bangs hard, like it's really good and it makes the 3-piece worth playing, yeah, this card, you know, that's the thing, is it's like it's gonna spike and then it's gonna come back down. So yeah, take a look at this one. Or, you know, I think this is just interesting overall. I would not have expected this to be like $45.99 right now at this time, because there's like really no, like, the only thing we have is like there's going to be a new set announced at Worlds, and that's kind of what we're seeing this price, you know, that's what's baked into this price right now. So yeah. Yeah, with normal things, right? Low, let's flip it back to 3 months. That's a little bit more better to look at here. So 21, oops, sorry, it's not on screen, gotta pay attention to that. But 3 month snapshot, 21.85 is the low, 42.15 is the high. So sitting right at the high. Static is saying somebody knows something. I don't think anybody knows anything. I think it's literally just, you know, 25 of these sold, maybe something comes out, right? If we want to look at the, let me get my, let's get the yeah, let's look at the cold foil. That is a good point. So if we look at the okay, looking here, I don't know why it's doing that. Let's refresh. Okay, so if we go near mint, not lightly played, 63.67 for the cold foil. Last 3 months, this is actually the opposite. We've still seen a number sold, only 4 sold at that same spike, right? When the rainbow foils went up. Low sale price $59, high sale price $69.99. Not a lot of sold. There is surprisingly more cold foils on the market right now due to that little bit of buyout, you know. Yeah, if you just like absolutely have to have one of these, Chris, you're absolutely right. Buy the cold foil for your collection right now. Don't even play with the rainbow foil. Like if you can like manage that 15, 18 bucks, 20 bucks, right? Grab that, or just grab this one, right? I think that's just like the clear best way to do that. But yeah, so kind of surprising how it's kind of inverted. Again, we're looking, you know, what's interesting is if we put this out to a year, you can see the hype starts building, you know, for the May set, right? C's, and then it just kind of stayed up, and then we're actually seeing it fall down a little bit as well. So with generics and legendaries in this game, grab the cold foil. That's an interesting price. Yeah, maybe we'll take a look at Ram's Head once we get through the 6 that I've curated. But yeah, so Arcanite Fortress Rainbow Foil is at a kind of a surprising price. This was brought up in my Discord, and I think it was you know, worth mentioning. All right, we're gonna jump to the next one here. Fearless Confrontation Mastery Pack Guardian, sitting at $25 for the non-foil at the moment. Low sale price was $10 in the last 3 months. $32.95 was the high sale price. 560 of these have sold. 6 per day on average. And there's 86 on the market right now. Yeah, I mean, Gravy is the top 3, right? So like, it's really kind of only where this card sees play. It's a blue block 3. It has good text. It has flexible text where if Gravy gets, you know, if something happens where Gravy gets hit again or the meta moves away from him, this card definitely takes a hit. There's enough on the market to where it definitely takes a hit. You know, we're going into a little bit of a lull, but this card I think is kind of, as you mentioned, Topple, propped up by Gravy. A lot of the, you know, mostly, but also as we get further away from Mastery Pack, it just seems like Mastery Pack was not opened all that much. C-Max, Kale uses it for the discard. Yeah, you know, okay, that's not bad either. That's a good use case that I hadn't thought of. But yeah, that's interesting, and that makes a lot of sense. So definitely, maybe part of the reason, you know, that's definitely holding it up a little bit too, propping up this price. For the normal, we're kind of sitting towards the top, but with how Guardian Mastery Pack played out, like a lot of sold, and there's like a decent amount on TCG Play right now. Another Mastery Pack Guardian card that was a Guardian counter. Yo, dude, it's how to master the Guardian as the opponent. All right, so if we flip this over, okay, turn off that. So this is quite interesting. Rainbow foils in Guardian Mastery Pack, very hard pulls. I'm a little surprised to see 94 here. I don't know. Sometimes I don't trust TCG Player all that much on this. Yeah. This is like adding the rainbow foils in or something weird's going on here. But this makes a lot of sense. Like $69. Nice. Yeah, because there's 4 on the market right now. Mastery Pack Guardian Majestics. Incredibly hard to pull. Incredibly hard to pull. So no surprise here. Did not expect it to see $69. If I'm going to be honest, I did not look at this. I probably should have, but surprised but not surprised on this one. High sale price is $64.98. Holy smokes, man. It's not even showing up on here, so I don't know what's going on there, but it does show $64.98 as the high sale price. Maybe it hasn't loaded in yet, but yeah, I would say, you know, because I collect rainbow foil generic cards, I definitely made sure I went out and grabbed my the other blue generic cards that were in this set just to have them. But yeah, so KO Gravy, we'll see how this goes, but quite strong. It's a pretty strong card, right? Especially if we get more Dominate into the meta. This card, you know, just becomes that instant silver bullet, you know, if you expect a lot of Dominate. All right, so next card here, Codex of Bloodrot. This one a little bit surprising. We see that this card is just, you know, steady, $11.49 right now. We got 51 on the market. Let's see, yeah, okay, 51 does make sense. Again, this is for the normal version, non-foil version. Low sale price in the last 3 months, $7.76. High sale price, $13.71. Just like you look at this graph and it just has decent sell through. You know, hey Transient, how you doing? We're taking a look at some cards since I didn't have time to do the market minute this weekend. We're kind of doing it live, having some fun with it. Kind of just looking at Codex of Bloodrot at the moment, and yeah, we're just seeing this card. This card, if we move this out to the 6 month or to actually to the 1 year, we see a lot of Ranger hype, right? So we saw a high in the last year of $20, and it's been falling down since then. Marlin, the word on the street is that she's actually not as bad as previously thought. She's really not a meta contender, but she preys on Gravy. So there's like the angle of like, okay, I can maybe bring, if I expect a lot of Gravy, I can bring Marlin. That would be something to look out for RTN season. I don't even know if Marlin plays this. Sound off in chat if you're a Marlin main and let me know. But I mean, there's got to be, there's a hero, something's playing this card, right? You know, Outsiders was a long time ago too. So maybe we're just dealing with a little bit of, you know, the market drying up. We're only at 51, which is not super thin, but it's not, you know, it's not a lot, especially if we look at these average solds, right? We go back to the 3 month, 105 sold in the last 3 months. Yeah. Drop down here. We look through the listings. We got what? 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 until we get to like $15. So there's a little bit of a buffer before it sees its next price jump up as well. But overall, pretty interesting to see the other codexes kind of start moving in that direction, right? It's obviously never going to get the Codex of Frailty range where you see $90, but maybe it could see 15 again, right? If we get that 15's only 3 play sets, gets up to $15, you know, so on. All right, next card, Swift Strike Bracers, the treasure version. So this is the cold foil that was in the gold packs. Remember in High Seas, the gold packs had the cold foil commons in them. Kind of why I want to talk about this. And this one's like obviously one of the big ones out of the set, right? Unicycle's always, you know, I've talked about Unicycle a couple times on the market minute. That one's always been the one where like it's the de facto legs for Puffin, so it's always been high. But we're looking at some Silver Age pump in here. And on top of that, I want to bring this up because these cards are quite rare. If I scroll down here, we got 9 on the market right now. Low sale or the low $39.99. None have sold at that price though. So we got $3.69, $14.95, and actually look at that. So the 9 is actually fugazi. Like, you gotta watch. Sometimes TCG. Yeah, this is why I like doing my little edit, putting it on the slide instead of just looking on the website, because you do get a little something goes on there, right? Some of these numbers aren't right because there's actually only 3 on the market right now. But yeah, it's just they're just like, we're hard pulls. Like the graph isn't really updated either. But yeah, we're currently sitting at $40. This card actually, Nimblism and the Nimblism package in Silver Age, quite strong. You can, a lot of heroes can play it. Obviously, it's generic, and getting +2 on your gloves is quite good, right? Especially if you're a hero that's playing it. So we're definitely looking at some Silver Age hype here. And you know, if a Silver Age deck that runs the Nimblism package starts popping off next year, these will be hard to get in the cold foil version, obviously. All right, 5th card here, Stir the Pot, Marvel. This one kind of like, wow. This is definitely probably the most popular Marvel out of the Chi set. Again, Silver Age hype, I think, right? It's a common, so it is legal in Silver Age. We got currently 4. Yo, your boy. Look at your boy out here. Wow, 5,300 sales. Not bad. So, like, you know, Misfail might have LL'd in CC, but yeah, they're all legal in Silver Age, right? So we got a low sale price in the last 3 months of 40, got a high sale price of $59.99. So we're sitting, oh, you know, quite a bit lower than the $80 right now. But yeah, these cards are just selling out, right? 17 total sold in the last 3 months. Last, you know, 8. I think as Silver, you know, it's just sitting at 40 with like none sold forever, and then bing bing, Silver Age is just cranking some interesting cards, right? And in these, you know, a lot of the times Marvels aren't like your first thought when it comes to Silver Age, but the Marvel Chi, if you're playing a Mystic hero, yeah, you might want to pick these up, right? If you want to bling out Silver Age. Hey Transit, yeah, I heard about that. We haven't taken a look at it yet, but interesting. World Tour points, I want to hear all about it. It's got to be better than Elo. Elo was, I'm not even a competitive player, but I was like, dang, dude, nah. Nah, dog. All right, yeah, but Stir the Pot. You know, like I always say in the Market Minute, if you got a couple of these hanging around, you just felt like, why trade it, why sell it? Because, you know, Misfail LL'd completely, and this was just, you know, in my binder. Silver Age might give you that opportunity to trade into something, trade into Command and Conquer or something that you've been needing, right? So keep an eye on that. And the last card before, I guess maybe we'll take a look at Rampart as well, because that was mentioned in chat. Buckle. Coming out of Dynasty. Dynasty was forever ago. Yeah, Guardian hype, right? We just got a Guardian set. You look at the last 3 months sold, we're sitting at 1075 on this guy. Low sale price was $2.50. High sale price $9.99. So, you know, we're sitting above that high sale price right now. 18 on the market. Let's just do a double check on this. Yeah, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it's actually what, 13 total. Yeah, cards just like disappeared. It's gotta, like, you know, there's been, it looks like there was some buyouts at the around the time of Super Slam. I think this was like at the drop of Super Slam, people are buying them, right? I remember when Buckle was $1. Yo, me too, man. Me too. C-Max, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, even in the last 3 months, right? We're looking at, $3, right? Buckle was I don't ever see Buckle in any Guardians list. Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to bring it up. It's like, what's this doing at 18? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Like, inventory is just drying up on this for some reason. Yeah. Switch it over to the rainbow foil. Rainbow foil is less than the non-foil, weirdly. And there's 27. Is that proper? Yeah, that's probably about right. I'm not going to sit here and count all these, but yeah, I don't know. It just caught my eye as a card that has really thin inventory. Oh, see, now it's screwed up. Now it's saying there's 27. TCG player, man, come on, fix your stuff, dude. Fix your stuff. So, yeah, that was the last card that I had to talk about. Rampart was mentioned. Let's take a look at it. What do we got here? Why is this out of stock on me? All right. Okay, so $79 for the rainbow for the cold foil. Okay. $83 for the rainbow foil. Lightly played. Getting me. $89 for the rainbow foil. Yeah, Tails has this weird thing where because the print run was so much lower for the unlimited version of that set, sometimes you'll see that inverse on Tales of Aria cards. This one's not too bad though. Yeah, $79.95 for the cold foil. This card's been just kind of popping up. Obviously, we're still in the pre-times of Super Slam, so $47 for the rainbow, or for the cold foil, sorry. $100 for the high on this card. Rainbow foil is technically rarer than the cold foil. Yeah, I think that's I think technically that is true, but there's a lot of both of these printed, you know what I'm saying? That's just kind of where it's at, you know. But that is true. As we get further away, let's take a look at the gem pack, because I did take a look at this a couple weeks ago as well, right? In like the reprint special market minute. So if we're looking at, whoops, click the button, and I want to click that. Okay, so if we're looking at, this is not normal. Why is this happening? Anyways, I think this is proper now. Rainbow foil, $65. So, you know, this card might just be kind of rare. I ended up pulling one. There's only 17 on TCG Player right now. We are pretty far into the gem pack season, right? Like, we're a month and a half. That is a lot of gem packs being opened. I'm a little surprised by this. Personally, I like this art more. Maybe overall people don't, or just people have this card already, and we're just not seeing that sell on this card just yet. But this is injecting more of these into the market, so I'm a little surprised by the lack of sales and just kind of like the lack of inventory on this card, because dude, people out there be ripping gym packs like crazy, let's be honest. So that's why you always, you know, I'm always leery of gym packs, right? Like, if you're going out collecting cards, you kind of want to wait towards the end of the season on these guys. But yeah, there's even a number of these where, let's see, what, like, we're like 7 or 8 away from $75 too, so there's like decent insulation on this price point as well. Very interesting, especially since, you know, we just need Lyeth to like pop off, right? If Lyeth starts popping off, like, I don't think he can pop off right now. You know, he's like, he does cool stuff, but I don't think he's like a meta contender. But like if he gets something spicy, right, he could definitely. Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of the gist of that one for sure. But we can take a look at let's see. Let's jump over to the main site here. Didn't really set this up for this site. Hopefully this works. World Tour points update. So defining the World Tour program year. World Tour, the 2025 started with Battle 100 in Hiroshima and finishes at World Championship. The 2026 starts from Calling Philadelphia and finishes with the 2026 World Championship. No surprises there. Moving forward, World Tour points will be associated with the season that they're awarded. Seasons are related to the current standalone booster set. Okay. So they give us this is dense. That's live reaction stream right now. Dude, like I don't want to just sit here and read text to you guys. I don't know if that's super exciting for y'all. We can do a light skim here, but any Ranger cards to speculate on? Dude, trying to think. I can't, generally when I look at cards, I try to, I'll jump back because this is dense. I was hoping for some, I'm going to be honest with you folks. I was hoping for some visual aids. There ain't much visual aids in here. We got some charts and numbers and shit. This don't make for good streaming. But yeah, if you're interested in pro play qualification, things like that, go over, jump on fabtcg.com and check that out. But yeah. But before I take off, I'll show you guys a little bit of a tool that I use on TCG Player. So if you come in here, you shop all, or well, like not a tool, but like if you guys want to see under the hood and how I sometimes find cards for the market minute, this is the way I do it. So you go Majestic, click on bestseller, so it's already there. And then a lot of the times you can just kind of sift through, check it out. You remember what old Teddy said about the Everbloom Life when it was $35 for the non-foil? We're sitting at $25 right now. Even though Earth is like still pretty meta relevant, it happens with the ProQuest seasons. As the ProQuest season winds down, we're gonna see a retraction, right? We see 83 on the market now, 83 here. Big number sales though in the last 3 months. But, as the hype dies down, you're just not gonna... yeah. Jim, I don't think it's better than Elo, just rewards Brody's and Mike's hard. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and argue against that statement. But, Jacob Clemens kind of like made a run at Brody this year, which is impressive, right? If you would have told me when they announced these like World Tour Championship points last year at Worlds, there was a lot of that, right? And I don't disagree with it. Brody's still going to win the whole thing. But I mean, Clemens was right there. I would expect Brody and Michael Fang, you asked me last year and it goes, I thought those guys would just run away with it and it wouldn't be good. So what do I want to say here? I want to say is I think it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I agree with you. It's probably not, I don't know. I like that it got Jacob Clemens to like step up and like grind, right? Because I think that's kind of what they're going for. I don't know. We're just gonna have to see how it plays out. But yeah, I mean, it rewards the guys that are out there grinding on the world tour. But they're putting in the time, man. Like, dudes are going to New Zealand and stuff. I went to New Zealand. That's far away, guys. That is, I mean, they're in like Sydney right now and then flying back to Philadelphia. So it's like, I mean, they're putting in the time for those points. So, but yeah, so Everbloom Life, I kind of thought when it was at 35, it was definitely going to drop back down, and we're here now, so not too shabby. But yeah, so I look around here and I just try to look for listings, right? So the low listing prices or low listing cards are the things that I look at. 21 on current funnel, for example, is kind of interesting. Outside interference at 16. Is that really 36? Oh, okay, that's the cold foil. I don't know why they're showing me. Oh, okay, so that's just the extended art. But the regular cold foil, or the regular version's also around here somewhere. I guess it's just not on the bestseller. Also, sometimes I just don't believe TCG Player when they're like best selling is Swarm and Gloomveil. I mean, maybe there's some. It's moving a little bit here. Got some, maybe some. Yeah, makes it mandatory. I see what you're saying. Which, I guess for the world tour, maybe globe hopping should be mandatory. Like, but I guess I get your argument of like, maybe you can just say, why, you know, maybe I should be able to compete a little bit more if I'm just in North America / like Western Europe. Yeah, it's yeah, I can kind of see that argument a little bit, right? But they do have the regions. So they did think about that. Yeah. You know, I think overall the world tour thing is pretty neat. I think it's cool to like try to drive that incentive a little bit. And as long as they keep iterating on it and make it better, you know, if they find a flaw and they like change it up and make it better, then you know. Oh, yeah, well, that's what I get for not reading the article, Jim. They did away with the regions outside of C. Okay, well, strike that from the record. And yeah, I guess the no regions is kind of tough. Okay, I agree with you then. Like, that definitely does shift the narrative a little bit to like 5 dudes that go everywhere, like everywhere. Yeah, I don't know, there's like an argument about like it's good to have Brodies and Michael Fangs because then it gives them like stories to talk about on stream because they're like the grinders and people can follow them and like, oh, how'd Brody do at this? It's a whole thing. I don't know. But yeah. All right, guys, I think that's gonna do it. I know it's probably was a little disjointed at the end of the stream with our market minute, but I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and going through this, chatting through some cards and stuff and watching some breaks and things like that. But this is gonna do it for the stream tonight. I'll be back this weekend with a market minute, a real one, and stream next Tuesday. As always, we'll be cracking some more Super Slam. All right, peace, guys. Check you next time.